Hey guys, welcome back. I'm John and this is 2-minute tool reviews. Today we're going to be talking about my take on the Matco and the Gearwrench ratchets. I've been using both of these brands of ratchets pretty extensively, and I think I could give a fair comparison of what I think about them. Alright, so let's go over some of the features of these ratchets. We're going to pick out the 3/8 locking flex heads at first. Now personally, I like using the 3/8 locking flex head, or any ratchet for that matter. Looking at the Matco and the Gearwrench, you can see that the Gearwrench is a little bit longer, and personally, I like that the Matco is a little shorter. I find it a little bit more of a balanced ratchet. However, the Gearwrench has a lot of good things going for it. First of all, the switch has on and off labeled. Sometimes it's nice just having that quick reference to look at it and know which way I'm going. And the switch on the head is a lot better designed on the Gearwrench. The switch is on both sides, so that makes it easier, and it's also spring loaded, so every position it goes in will detract and retract into place. So it makes it a lot easier, whatever position you want to get it into. A lot easier on the Gearwrench. The Matco is only one way, it's stiffer, and it's not spring loaded. So if you're in between positions, like here, I can't get it into position. I gotta kind of move the head, and see, I'm struggling with it here. And then eventually it will go. A lot of times I'm using my nail. So really, it's a lot harder on the Matco and a little bit more strain on your thumb. Another thing I really like about the Gearwrench is that the part number is actually engraved on the tool. On Matco, it's laser etched. We do get a nice laser etched American flag. These tools are made in the United States. Grips, both grips are great. I do prefer the Matco grip a little bit better. What's nice is this ball kind of on the end. If you got the ratchet like deep in an engine bay and you just can use the tip of the ratchet, the ball is thicker than the Gearwrench, makes it a little easier to use. I do like using the Matco ratchet over the Gearwrench 1/4 inch. Same reason, I find it a little bit more balanced, and the swingability of the tool is a little bit better. However, on all the Gearwrench ratchets, I find the back drag a lot better. These are 90 tooth ratchets, and these are 88 tooth, so you really don't notice the 4 teeth difference. However, the Gearwrench is just a little bit smoother of a mechanism. Considering the price difference, I wouldn't expect that. Let's talk about price. They're sold typically as kits, so I believe this was a kit. That was, I believe, $80, $90. And then these 3 ratchets were sold as a kit. That was $80, $90. These ratchets were sold, the 1/2 inch were sold separately. $80, $90 for this one, and this one was like $140, something like that. The Matco are substantially more expensive. This one ratchet's like $140, $120, something like that. I believe this is like $100, $110, something like that. And the only ratchet that Matco makes that is far superior than the Gearwrench is this long 1/2 inch. Comparing to the Gearwrench, it's a lot thicker, it's longer, it's just a definitely more solid feeling ratchet. However, this ratchet is like $300. This one was like $140. So really, when it comes down to it, I would buy Gearwrench if you don't have a Matco guy. If you have a Gearwrench guy, I would absolutely buy the Gearwrench ratchets over the Matco. I like the fact that they're USA made, that Matco, I like their tools. The reason why I didn't buy Snap-on is, if you're familiar with a Snap-on ratchet, I use locking flex head. It's what I like, it's what I prefer. The Snap-on locking flex head has that massive button on the shaft of the ratchet, and the head on the ratchet is much thicker than a Matco or a Gearwrench. They just don't fit in the same spots as a Matco or a Gearwrench will. With that being said, let's go ahead and look at as far as the head goes, they are pretty much identical with the slimness of the head, and it's a really slim head. You can fit these in a lot of spots. So I'm gonna about wrap it up. You can see I have a lot more Gearwrench ratchets than Matco, and that's because these are so much cheaper than these. These are excellent ratchets. They are absolutely professional grade. I've been using this one, and this one probably for upwards of 3 years now, and I've never had an issue with any of these. These are relatively new, probably had these for a month or two now, and I've switched over to these for just really no reason. I mean, these ratchets work great. So, final conclusion is, if you're lucky enough to have a Gearwrench guy, I don't. I got all of these on Amazon. If you're lucky enough to have a Gearwrench guy, buy the Gearwrench. They are just as good, excluding these long 1/2 inch, as the Matco. If you have a Matco guy and you want to spend the money, absolutely, I think these are good ratchets. I enjoy using them. I find them just a little bit, well, 1/2 inch better than the Gearwrench 1/2 inch. And these are pretty much just as good as the Gearwrench. It's really personal preference. So thanks for tuning in to 2-minute tool reviews. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.